In this lecture, in the previous lecture, we already discussed that the centrifugal governor and its types, working and its types. So now in this lecture, we are going to discuss first type of the centrifugal governor is VAT governor. It is a simple type of governor of a centrifugal type. But firstly, I just small introduction of give you of a centrifugal governor. As the speed of the engine shaft increases, then the it transfers towards the spindle of the governor with the help of this bevel gear. Okay, and in the spindle of the governor there are assembled of a fly balls. Okay, with the attachment of arms. Okay, so as the speed increases, the fly ball moves away from the spindle axis. Okay, this is a centrifugal force concept. So in VAT governor, same diagram you can follow. Okay, so in VAT governor, as I said, the simplest form of a centrifugal governor is a VAT governor. Okay, so in this, it is basically a conical pendulum with links attached to a sleeve of negligible mass. The arms of the governor may be connected to the spindle in the following three ways. Okay, look at these three ways. First way is with the help of this point. First way is mm, shit, 2 minutes. Okay, the first way is this. So the first way is, look at this first way. From point P, the both arms are directly connected to the point. Okay, this P and this first arm and second arm that directly connected at the center axis of the spindle. Okay, and these two arms are also assembled with the fly balls of a governor. Okay, this is a first arrangement, and second one is the, look at this second diagram, B number diagram. In this diagram, the arm is connected some another section. Okay, means it is not connected directly to the spindle axis, but there is some another way. In this, some P and P to P line is added here, and the arms are connected like that. Okay, and also the arms also connected with the fly balls. Similarly, in C point there is some another arrangement. Look at this, there is a below PP and here is a above PP. So okay, so these three arrangements are possible in the VAT governor. So here now we have to calculate the centrifugal force or the height of the governor. So in this, FC is along with the horizontal axis because of the centrifugal governor balls are, when the speed increases, the balls are going forward towards going away from the axis. Okay, so FC direction of forces is in that direction. Okay, and weight of the ball W, small w, and radius of the ball from the spindle axis. T is the tension in the arm, H is the height of the governor. Okay, so M equal to mass of the ball and weight W in the weight of the T tension, angular omega equal to angular velocity, R is the radius of the path, Fc equal to centrifugal force, and H is was the height of the governor in meter. Okay, So it is assumed that the weight of the arms, links, and the sleeve are negligible as compared to the weight of the balls. Now, this is the assumption condition for the governor. This is the assumption condition for the governor. Now the ball is in equilibrium. So the first centrifugal force Fc acting on a ball, the tension T in a arm, and the weight of the ball. These 3 points are needed to calculate the Fc or height of the governor. So taking moments at point O, taking moments, if we are going to take a moments at point along with the point O, then Fc Fc into h. Okay, it is a perpendicular, it's perpendicular distance from P point, O point. Okay, so Fc into h, then equal to downward force clockwise W into R. Okay, equal to mgr. So in this way we have calculate by using the calculations. So h equal to height of the governor, and this we have calculated by using the upper some points. H equal to 9.81 upon 2 pi n upon 60 bracket square, so 895 upon capital N square in meters. Okay, so this is a height of the governor. So in this way we have completed the watt governor. So look at the first problem. This is a basic problem of watt governor. Calculate the vertical height of the watt governor when it rotates at a 60 rpm. Also find the change in the vertical height when its speed increases to 61 rpm. So, initial speed is n1 equal to 60 rpm and final speed is 61 rpm. So we are in this problem we have to calculate the height with the help of this two speed. So initial speed h1 equal to 895 upon n1 square equal to 0.248 meter. Similarly, at speed, final height is h2 equal to 895 upon n square. So it is equal to 0.24. So change in vertical height h1 minus h2 equal to 0.248 minus 0.24 equal to 8 mm. Okay. So here I completed the total introduction about the watt governor, and in the next lecture, next video, we are going to discuss a porter governor. Thank you.